All right, let's see what today's question is. What is maladaptive daydreaming and can you explain it? Okay, well, I mean, all people daydream, don't they? And for the most part, the experience of daydreaming tends to be quite pleasant. In fact, a little daydreaming isn't a bad thing at all. And because research has actually shown that daydreaming is a natural, healthy, resting state for the brain to be in. Yeah, it's a proven method to decompress and relax your brain from constant stimuli. And it, it has the added benefit of increasing creativity as well, doesn't it? Nevertheless, we all know the saying about having too much of a good thing, right? Well, it applies to daydreaming as well. There are cases, of course, where people regularly experience daydreams so intense and so distracting that it ends up hindering them from performing necessary tasks or preventing them from engaging with people around them. And this is what we call maladaptive daydreaming. It occurs when the disassociation from reality by virtue of the daydream becomes so lengthy and so intense that it causes the person to become, well, essentially dysfunctional. And maladaptive daydreamers become so absorbed with their inner world that it becomes harder and harder for them to ground themselves in actual reality. Often, I think such lengthy, all absorbing daydreams may be triggered by real life events or certain stimuli, such as, a specific noise or smell or conversation topic, or even a movie. Many things can trigger it. It can also be triggered consciously. So let me put some symptoms on the screen for you, and you can pause the video and take a look at them. So maladaptive daydreaming tends to be more common amongst people suffering from anxiety or depression, or even a obsessive compulsive disorder. And it can disrupt and negatively impact relationships. It can disrupt work performance and even sleep patterns. And it can disrupt the most basic aspects of daily life. It can be quite destructive. And this neglection of real world relationships and responsibility in turn causes emotional distress on the part of the daydreamer. So you're then into this vicious cycle. So, what I will say to you is if you think you suffer with it, then therapy as a means of dealing with the underlying trauma which may have potentially triggered it in the first place is a good place to start. Now, it's not officially recognized as a mental disorder, so you're not going to be diagnosed with it. But as a phenomenon, it is quickly garnering increased interest both from the media and from the psychiatric world. So it is something that is gaining more and more traction as something that should be explored further. The problem is when the media gets their hands on it, then it becomes something that it's not, and you get all sorts of rubbish being talked about it. But anyway, there you go. That is maladaptive daydreaming in a nutshell. See you later.